Apollo's second trial is about to begin, and he hasn't gotten a word in with his client yet. However, what little Wocky does say isn't very reassuring. For some reason, he says he's fine with the guilty verdict, not that his father approves. Talk or not, it's time for the trial. The camera pans to Christoph Gavin's brother Clavier, revealing that he's the prosecutor for this case. The judge seems to have a melancholy history with him, mentioning that a certain trial saw him vanish from the court for a while, but Clavier assures everyone that he's here to party.
That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Judge. They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. Achtung, baby! Today we play it my way. What's that noise?
I'd like to say that Clavier's a great change of pace for our game's prosecutors. Miles Edgeworth and Franziska von Karma were obsessed with perfection, while Franziska and Godot each had a vendetta against Phoenix, leading them all to be rather stuck up and serious. Clavier flips that assumption on its head immediately here, and as the story continues, it'll only be more and more clear how different his attitude is from the series' other prosecutors. Still, Clavier is a prosecutor, and he moves to call the defendant himself to testify about his motive. Wocky takes the stand and explains that he went to the Maractus clinic after a shootout with a rival gang. Wocky has had a bullet close to his heart for 6 months now, but Maractus didn't tell him. The family only found out during a recent health checkup. With the motive established, Clavier calls Wesley Stickler to the stand, a university student who happens to be at the park to see Wocky's confrontation, and whom Trucy seems to vaguely remember. He claims to have seen two men standing directly opposed to each other from the south side of the park, one shooting the other square in the forehead. However, Apollo has his first objection. The bullet went through Maractus' right temple. Clavier sets things back on track though, suggesting that Wesley could have shot on instinct, causing Maractus to turn just in time to get shot in the temple. Wesley says that he did indeed shout, after which the shooter tossed his gun aside. However, the pistol found at the scene of the crime has no fingerprints, and the shiv does. There is a possibility, therefore, that someone else had used the pistol. Apollo's objections do prove, however, that Wocky was in the park and wanted to choose violence that night. Clavier makes sure everyone knows this, and Wesley insists that no one else was there. Apollo tries to press every statement, but either nothing comes out of his questioning, or Clavier is able to silence any doubt. Apollo's just about to give up when...
Eee! Trucy! Nobody move! Well, what's the meaning of this? Who are you? There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet. Wait, are you one of the Kitakis? The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. Well, what? That this court will not bow to pressure from the likes of... Judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess, 20 minutes, or I promise you'll regret it. Wait! How'd he disappear so fast? Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo. I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man.